Welcome back, guys. I'm Tony Hansen. This is Audio Dungeon. I'm joined by Vinny Pro and Vin B. And today we're looking at TABLETOPIA.com. TABLETOPIA has thousands of games that you can play online anywhere in the world with your friends. And it's pretty intuitive, pretty easy to use. And we're going to go over right now in the form of the game Dark Moon. So Dark Moon right now, as you can see, is right in front of you. In this game, you'll notice with the TABLETOPIA software, but you can actually see your friends with the video software. You have audio capability and you have text chat, and it's all built right inside. It's $4.99 at the time of this filming. And the great thing is that only one person needs to have it, and the rest of the people can use it off of their subscription. So it's pretty affordable as well. So let's talk about the interface. It's a 3D interface, which you can change perspective. It's very easy. It works kind of how you think it would. You could change your plane as well, and your angle and such. And the cool thing is in this game is you can use the camera features and set them up at the beginning of the game to see, to zoom, to whisk around the board and see different things as you wish. And the coolest thing is that when you do this, you're not hogging the interface for your friends or your competitors. You're actually doing it on your own screen, and they're none the wiser what you're looking at. So perhaps you're looking at a game element that might tip your hat to something that they think that you're going to do strategy-wise. Well, in this case, they have no idea. So, for example, I can want to see this over here. We'll say this board over here, and I want to save it. So how I do is I press Shift and a number. We'll say 7. Shift 7. You'll see camera 7 is saved. And that means if I'm around over here, I'm looking on my own, my starter setup, or I'm on the other side of the board. Instead of pressing Shift 7, I'll press just the number 7 itself. And by pressing 7, I go right back. So Shift and a number sets it up. Just a number retrieves it. And again, that allows you to go around the board. The last thing I'll say to you before I hand you over to Vin B, who's going to take you through the game interface, is the fact that it's pretty cool because you can zoom in on anything you need just by double clicking. Comes right up, and again, no one knows that you're looking at something. It just comes right to your screen, and it's great because in real life you'd have to borrow the instruction manual. Perhaps someone else wants to see it. Those problems don't exist in the virtual world, so it's great. So let's take it over to Vin, who's going to take you a little bit more through the rules.
So Dark Moons, Tony mentioned, it's a great game. It's very thematic, and it's what we call a hidden role mechanic game. So if you've played Secret Hitler or other type of games, this is actually a pared down version of a game called Battlestar Galactica, but it's very similar to the Thing thematically. So over here, where Tony's currently zooming in, you have the different characters that can be played as, but we have everything set up. One of the great things about Tabletopia, no physical setup, not needing to sort through tokens and put dice out and move everything in every place. We start the game just about ready to go. On the left side, you see those red status cards in the deck. Those are the cards that determine, tell you who's infected and who's not. So it's all ready to go. You can shuffle it if you want, and everybody can draw the card into their hand. So Tony, if you want to draw a card into your hand for a second, one of the red status cards there on the left.
So 2 ways you can draw the cards into your hand. You can drag the card itself. You can bring it down to the bottom of the screen, and you can wait till the screen lights up that color. Let me lower the screen down. I'll show you exactly how that works. Bring it over here, and you'll notice that when I do that, the screen lights up blue. Hopefully you can see it on the screen, and then it goes right into your hand. Then you can double click if you want to zoom. The other way to do that is to go over to the pile. You're going to click. I'll put it center screen for you. And then you can have a bunch of options here, from rotating to dealing to flipping to locking to shuffling and such. We're going to just draw. So we're going to draw one card, and that brings it right to my hand, and that's the second way of doing it. Go ahead, Vin.
And the great thing about that too is that now the card is permanently hidden. You don't have to be afraid of someone accidentally seeing if you're infected or not infected, and then ruining the game and having to restart. So nice and easy right there. The other key factor for this game is those little boards that you can see on the bottom with the no eye symbol. So in this game, hiding things is very, very key. You want to have your dice. Your dice are hidden from the other players. You don't want them to be able to see. The great thing about playing with this is if you place something in an area that's not your board, just like Tony's showing you, now it's hidden as soon as it goes into that area. Whereas on my screen, when I'm in the game, I can't see Tony's board, but now you can see his board clear as day. So again, very important as you're hiding the rolls, hiding your dice, and not letting people know. So when you want to when you want to select the dice and roll them, because you're saying you're rolling, let's say 3 dice for a particular mission, you can roll them inside of your hidden area and keep it hidden from the other players, and then display them as you need. So Other things on this board that are important, the great thing, again, token management. A lot of things are set up. If you zoom in there on the upper left-hand corner, you have your event deck ready to go. Right below that, you have your tokens for the events. So as the events come out, you can place them out, and you can place the tokens on them as you complete them, just like you would in real life. Below that, you have your status control, your outpost status and shield control token. So as the infected damages things, or you fail tasks, we get to place those tokens out. And grabbing one of them, putting them out on the thing, and flipping it, you can see automatically it flips. It's nice and easy, and it lands like a magnet on the board. So the other last thing that you need to know about, just to make sure everyone knows, is if you go down, Tony, to the character cards down below, the long ones, you have your cheat sheet, so to speak, here set up. If you're the infected and you reveal later on, if you flip this over, you can see that now you have your infected cheat sheet as well. So all the information is right there, ready for you to play with.
So something that they touched on real fast is like the flipping and the turning of the cards. So if you want to turn or flip on any of the cards, you just basically right click on it. It'll bring up the little radial, and you can rotate it, flip it, lock it into place. If you have a stack, you can lock them together so that they all move simultaneously. And if you want a quick flip, you can just use the Q and the E buttons once it's highlighted to rotate the cards. To flip, you hit the F, and that'll flip it to the front to the back. And if you have to roll dice, Tony, grab some dice and then hit the letter R for me, and there you go. And if you need to roll a stack of dice at once, just highlight all of them using Shift and dragging. And then roll R, and then bing. There you go.
Nice and easy, guys. So that's it, guys. That is Dark Moon on tabletopia.com. There's tons and tons of different games just like this and just as fun. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Audio Dungeon. I'm Tony Hansen, joined by Vinny B and Vinny Pro. And that'll do it for us. Thanks.